put the Diarmi intro in just so you all know we're thinking about you. We miss you, Diarmi. You are our talisman. Hello, welcome, Devil Sniper here. This is episode 12 of my career mode with West Ham. We have a bumper episode. We're going to see 3 games. Have we turned the corner? We beat QPR 2-0. We then got a 0-0. And we've got to go to Anfield to play against a very, very strong Liverpool side who are above us in the league. They're above us in the league, 1 place above us. I believe they're 6th, we're 7th, which is not too bad. I'm quite proud of that. As I say, I think we're doing a lot better this season as we were last season. And yes, we have a bumper episode. 3 games and the start of the transfer window. And look at that. You go up against a hammer. You're going to get hurt, son. You're going to get hurt. Looks like he snapped his ankle. Very unfortunate. And I was glad to see the back of him because he caused us a lot of problems in Season 1. If you watch back on the Liverpool games, he was a pain in the arse. But yes, we're going to see the start of the transfer window. One of our favourite factors of career mode is the transfer window. I can't wait because I think we're just a couple of players short, a couple of players shy. I'm not really sure what position, so I'll be really looking forward to have your feedback, your thoughts. And look at this football. That is majestic. A great shot by Josie. Get the ball back in and... oh... yeah, not quite sure how I missed that one. That was, I'm going to blame Benzia for that. That was a really bad miss. I'm not going to blame myself. It was a really, really bad miss. And, you know, Liverpool they just attack in such vast numbers. And look at their defending. They defend so solidly. It makes it really difficult. And they restricted us to those sort of efforts in the first half. And that was the closest one that went on target with Gab's fantastic left foot shot. So we went in at 0-0. And I was quite proud of us for that. You know, we showed some resilience. We actually defended. For once we defended without conceding. I mean, we got a little bit lucky here. A bit of a poor defensive header. We didn't really clear the ball cleverly, which was really disappointing. We've got to work on that side of the game. But look at this monster defensive header. Into Gab. So much space. And Benzia. Go on, my son. Go on, my son. Go on, my son. Wow. I tell you what. He is an absolute joy to play with. He's got such a technical gift. His piece of skill there just created that goal. You know, it was a great ball in by Gabs. He was in a load of space anyway. Liverpool backed off, as they normally do. They like to back off, give you a bit of space. But look, it's not the fact that he's got skill. It's the fact he's got skill and acceleration. He just gets away from you so quickly. He's such a fantastic player. And, you know, scoring a goal in such a big game, against Liverpool is huge. Absolutely huge. And I think we've done really well to weather the Liverpool storm, you know. That to me, you know, we defended stoutly, you know, we're defending sensibly for once. Actually defending sensibly. Look at that tackle by Ward-Prowse. I'm confused why that's a free kick. The ball's going away, he challenged, he got the ball first. Yes, he caught the man, but I don't see why that's a free kick. The Liverpool player throws himself in the box. That can only be Suarez. And thankfully, the ball is cleared. And yes, 3 points. What a result! What a result. Away to Liverpool. That is an absolute fantastic result. I was so dead chuffed. Absolutely dead chuffed. I really feel we've turned a corner. Those 3 hard games, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, I know I harped on about it in episode 11, but I really feel that we've turned a corner. You know, we then went on to beat QPR 2-0. We then got a draw against Newcastle, and we had just beaten Liverpool away from home at Anfield 1-0. And Tompkins is enjoying his footy. He then sends me a text message. I'm so glad that's sorted out. It really confused me why he would be unhappy. You know, he was in a rotation system. He was playing every other game. And look at that table, guys. Look at that table. 28 points. We're in 7th position after 17 games. We have +8 goal difference. Yes, the middle figure of 10 draws is still fractionally too high. But 1 loss, 1 solitary loss. Look at Spurs. 9 wins, 9 draws, 0 losses. Holy crap. That's ridiculous. Unbelievable. I can't quite believe that, but there you go. Anyway, let's have a look at the goal scorers. And what we got? There he is, number 13. Josie. Look at that. 6 goals. Dead chuffed with that. As I said in the last episode, he seems to be struggling for form. As you saw, he had that great shot against Liverpool early doors, you know. Filippo got the ball back in. Benzia stuck it over into row Z. That was really disappointing. But, you know, I'm quite chuffed. I'm really quite chuffed. And look at that. Talisman. He is stepping into the position of talisman because Diarmi is currently dead. He'll be brought back to life in about 3 months. But it's really nice to see that Gabs is up there. And also, I think Filippo's on there as well, which is fantastic to see. There he is, right at the bottom. he's getting, he's creating chances. He's a really fantastic player. If you guys are looking for a player who can play left wing, centre forward, Filippo, I would recommend, because you guys recommended to me. So if you're watching this episode for the first time ever, Filippo is fan-bloody-tastic. Absolutely fantastic. And we have another tough game. But thankfully, it's at home. It's at Upton Park. And we've got to play Swansea. Now, we've had a few bizarre results against Swansea. None other, was it 2-2 or 3-3 in the first season when we were leading? And they came back with a 90th minute bloody equaliser to haunt us. So we've had some really tough games against Swansea. So I wasn't feeling really confident going into this game. And the way it started, wow, you can see why. But for once, I defended quite well. I cleared the ball, which is the main thing. And we had some great opportunities. I mean, none other than that. What is going on with Josie? What is really going on with Josie? Early doors in the season, I would have expected him to tuck that away. Wouldn't be a problem. And we'd be sailing. But look at the strength of Filippo. Look at the strength of the lad. He's such a nightmare of a player to play against, I can only imagine. But he's got such skills. Josie picks the ball up, and I suppose that's one way of putting his finger up at me, saying, yeah, I'm still here, boss. I'm still playing fantastic football. He nets. It was a cracking finish as well. That is Josie of old. That's why we bought Josie. That is why we bought him, because he is a solid striker. Fantastic right foot on him. But Filippo made that. I mean, his strength is ridiculous. I tell you what, I'm not a very good skiller, I suppose you'd call him, a skiller player. But I tell you what, his skills are fantastic. His close control, his first touch is just immaculate. Absolutely immaculate. And I really do enjoy playing with him. But I tell you what, Swansea are just so resilient, They're losing 1-0 and they're attacking in such force. And look at that, really? Come on. On the stroke of half-time, I get some absolute, I don't know how else to describe it, absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Look at my two defenders. They're just like la-di-da. What the flip? Look at them. Ready? Oh, let's not worry about that. Oh, I'm not too bothered. We'll just let him score. We're going at 1-1. Oh, my God, EA. And then the biggest worry is Swansea come out at 100 miles an hour. Look at them. Unbelievable. Look at them. Oh, if it wasn't for the fact that Butland is an absolute tank, we could have been losing early doors. And then look at this, Josie. Go on, my son. Clean through, and that first touch on the sprint. Oh. Don't know if you watched my Arsenal career mode, but I had one of those touches with Podolski, and he stuck it into the nearest top corner. I'll have one of those with Josie, and, well, you can see what happens. He's just got a touch of an absolute, well, not very good touch, but, we played really well. Interchange of football there, and look at that for a finish from Sterling. Oh, my days. I was so overjoyed. 79th minute, and it's for once, it's for us going on attack, us going and scoring. We're not having to defend and hold on and worry about a lead. That was such nice football, great pass by Josie, and that is just one of the coolest finishes I think I've ever taken in my life. Because I felt a lot of pressure because I wanted to get a result. I wanted to get 3 points. I needed 3 points. We need those points. Absolutely need them. And look at that, Wardy Prowse couldn't header the ball out of the box, and he sets it up for an overhead kick. Wow, if that had gone in, I think I would have smashed my controller. But we came away with 3 points. We won 2-1. That's back-to-back wins. That's back-to-back wins, which I think is fantastic. 6 points from the last 2 games. And Noble's a little bit unsettled in the media. Well, yeah, I haven't really been playing him. And look at that. Reyes is back, which is that good or is that bad? Because if I rotate with Tompkins, is Tompkins going to go and sort of try again? Oh, I don't know, but it's going to be an interesting one. I like those sort of problems. It's going to give us something to worry about. And yes, look at this. We got absolutely pummeled by Everton at the back end of last season. And I'm not really looking forward to this. And again, as you can see, I've mixed up the team a little bit. A bit of rotation. A little bit of rotation. I've stuck Noble in. We've got Eduardo in. And I've got Hall in as well. So, trying to mix the team up, because that is very, very important. It's one of the fundamentals of career mode. Make sure you mix your players up. Make sure you swap them up as much as possible. I mean, particularly you want to be looking for the weaker games. I wouldn't consider Everton to be a weaker game, but it's just one of those games that I felt I could bring in the younger players. And Hawley there just seemed to, I don't know, I think he seemed to bottle it for a second, He had the opportunity to pull a trigger. He didn't. He took that extra touch, and in the end it cost us. But look at Naismith. He's a tank. He just powered past our defender. to get that shot in. I didn't even think he was capable of having that sort of strength, but quite clearly he has. But, you know, we did play quite well. I found Everton, again, just really hard to play against, and we got a little bit of luck there. For once, luck went in our favour. The luck went our way. The luck went the way of the hammers. The ricochet, the rebound fell to Josie. Great piece of football. You know, that's a nice ball inside. Poor first touch, and it falls to Josie, and he executed it in such fantastic, graceful fashion. I was really chuffed. We get, again, an amazing piece of luck. I don't even know how that works, but all I will say is, Butland, you are a tank. An absolute tank. So going in at half-time 1-0 up, I felt extremely confident coming out in the second half. And while it's going on in the background, let's talk about the transfers. What do you think we really need to add to this side? What can we add to this team to finish it off? Because I feel we're only a few players away. Look at Fellaini. You would have to go and do that, wouldn't you, Fellaini? Start the second half. Are you kidding? That's the way it finished. 1-1. Everton didn't really offer much after that. It just became a sort of a chess battle in midfield, which was really quite boring. We didn't have any additional shots. Neither did Everton, which was why there wasn't too many highlights. So yeah, let's get back to the transfer window, and that's one of my favourite things about career mode. I love the way you guys produce so many amazing players, and at this current time, I feel that we're within grasping reach of being able to make the top 6. Yes, that top 6 I really do think is a possibility and a huge goal that we can actually reach together. Now I know you're probably sitting there thinking, wow, John, you've been offered a manager role at Manchester City. Yeah, I'm not going to take it. I just left it on there because I want to talk to you guys basically and find out what you really, really do feel is the missing ingredient in our team. What do you feel is this at this moment in time? What is the missing ingredient? I feel we have plenty at the back. I feel we have enough defenders at the back. You know, Luke Shaw's coming back and he is really fantastic. And at the same time, we've got Potsy. Right back, we've got Spence. We might need to consider getting a right back because we can then hopefully swap O'Brien and get him out. Look at that Tottenham. That's a cheeky. That's a disgusting offer. 2.9 million. Are you kidding me? We need to get O'Brien out, so perhaps we could look at bringing in a right back, but a sensible right back. I know everyone wants me to buy Nathaniel Klein from Southampton. They want ridiculous money. As you saw at the beginning of the season, they wanted ridiculous money. Absolutely redonkulous money. Or was it last January we offered for him? They wanted silly money. Just we don't have sort of 7-8 million to actually spend on him, and I think O'Brien's worth 1.1 million. So we don't have huge money. We haven't got a huge budget. That's no surprise because I'm never going to play him. He's just purely covered just in case anything, touchwood, God forbid, happens to our Superman tank. That is Butland, the future England number 1, by the way. The future England number 1. He's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And yes, I'm going to stay put. I've just got to decline the contract, obviously. So, what is the missing ingredient? What do you think the missing ingredient in our team is at this current point? You know, what do we need to take us to that next level of being able to finish in the top 6? That's what I need to figure out. That's what we need to figure out. That's what we need to figure out. I'm a little bit worried about Josie. I'm not going to lie. You know, we spent a lot of money on him. You know, he earns a lot of money per week, and I just feel I don't think we could afford an Andy Carroll situation. You know, where Andy Carroll turned round and went 10 games without a goal. I don't think we can afford that. And I know we've got Benzia and I know we've got Hall, but I don't think they're players we can put straight into the team and expect, you know, between 8 and 12 goals is what we need this second part of the season, just from one player alone. And speaking about an international job, I got this job offer. It's Russia. And I was like, ooh, what a cool job. But I won't take it unless you guys want me to do international. If you want me to do Russia, put a comment below, and if I get enough, then we'll do Russia. That'd be quite cool. And as you saw, Marseille came back. Was it Marseille who came back with a £6.5 million offer for Gabs? Is that something we need to consider? Is this something we need to consider? 6.5? I don't know. I stalled on that one. I wasn't 100% sure. So you haven't got too much to do, guys. All you've got to really do is find a missing ingredient to make us into a top 6 side. Let me know if you want me to do the Russia job. Let me know if we should take the plunge and sell Gabs to Marseille for 6.5 million. And obviously, I'm never going to sell Butler. I was just taking a mick by saying 15 million. He's never being sold. Never. So 6.5 for Gabs. The Russia job. And what's that missing ingredient? What is that missing ingredient for the top 6 position? Because we're so close. I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I will catch you next time.